so nice to be working close to home for a change. Literally, I'm like 3 miles from my house. It doesn't happen very often anymore because we're always working in far off places just because our reach anymore. You know, we try to buy timber. We try to buy all the timber we can, but I get so many calls from people from different places throughout Missouri and Kansas. So we just go where we get work. But this farm we're on, Dad actually went to school with the people that own it. So that's pretty cool. The last time Dad cut the timber off this farm was probably, well, it's probably been close to 30 years ago because I wasn't logging yet. I can kind of remember, I can vaguely remember when Dad was cutting it. He was down on the creek. So all we're cutting this go around is walnut. There's a pretty good concentration of walnut here, which we're right here by the road. Literally on the other side of what you see there is the Stockton Lake, the reservoir. You can kind of see the berm there. If you look right there, it's kind of, I don't know, the little levee of it, whatever, running trails up there where I used to run. The lake road's right there to go across the dam. So yeah, like I said, pretty close to home. So I'm gonna start with this big double here, this big ugly thing. A lot of footage in it. As far as guys that make tabletops, or what we used to call a gun log, that's a pretty prime candidate right there, that saddle crotch. So I've got the tripod set up. All we're gonna do today is cut. Hopefully this afternoon, Brandon and I, we're gonna move the 648 over here because we're gonna grab onto all these trees once they're cut, and we're gonna drag the top and all to a central location, cut the log out, push the top up, keep things nice and clean. little better tree right here. Kind of getting down the timber out of the pasture, so the trees are going to be a little taller. Got a little more body to them. Probably all down this draw here. I know there's a few more you can kind of see. That big tall one there, that's walnut. I'm sure there's several more down this draw. It runs down to a big creek. Dad's behind me cutting, so we'll see if we can get this guy whittled down.
my first time really driving the 648 on a job site. I've drove it around the house a little bit, but we're gonna take it just down the road a little bit, not too far. Take it to the next job site. We might try to drag a few out this evening, this afternoon. My buddy John's with me. He's gonna follow me in my Toyota over there. Man, this thing's big.
So these logs, trees, are all coming out together like this because tomorrow we'll cut the tops out of these and pile the tops up. That way they can burn them, just kind of keep things a little neater out here in this pasture. Down in the timber, it's not such a big deal. We're just cutting the tops off the trees as we go. There's a couple there I just wanted to get out. These are the first logs I've drug with the 648 since we've had it. Still trying to get the feel for it myself, just kind of learn the controls. It's pretty simple, but it's just kind of getting in the rhythm of doing things, you know, when you're actually working. That way your mind and your hands kind of work in sync with each other instead of stopping, you know, kind of fiddling around with the controls. So it'll take a little getting used to, but so far I kind of enjoy running it. Again, I'd much rather be running a saw as I would a skidder, but times, you know, it's still got to run the skidder for now anyway till the day comes where I might have to have somebody running it for me. Anyway, be a good job of walnut. There's actually some bigger trees to cut on the job. A few of these are pretty big. That's one of the first ones I cut today, that kind of big saddle crotch type tree there. That's a pretty good log there. Just for the most part, it's a clean set of logs. I mean, these pasture trees out here, some of them are kind of low lying, but that's to be expected. Now, like these trees that come out of the timber here, the last ones are a little bigger, a little better quality tree, a little straighter. So just typical stuff that grows in the timber. Well, guys, that's it. We'll do it again tomorrow. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.